Hey guys, George. Okay. Hey guys, George here, back again with another train stream. Today is Amtrak Thursday,
Amtrak Thursday. Welcome, everybody.
so we've got the P42s out back there with the fleet of bi-levels, and then hopefully you can get the AM7 going as well. So,
Very good. We got some other Amtrak stuff, too. We got some
Yes.
other coaches. Got Horizon coaches.
AM fleets, but they don't work
Well,
together.
we're not going to use the AM fleets today.
But yeah, actually, I have the part numbers for those couplers too.
Yeah.
But yeah, hello Strasbourg 90 production.
Hey, thanks for coming in today, guys.
Hey, okay.
Hello, Gauge Railroad, Strasbourg Productions, Train Kid. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Currently right now we're running P42s back behind my dad. Let's see, they're back over there behind the layout.
I'll run them around here.
Yeah. Yeah. And then hopefully we can get this going too. When was this made, Pops?
I don't know.
Did Grandpa give it to you? Yeah, just waiting. Hello, Stefan Persing. I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. Or Steven, I'm sorry. Here it comes around. Hopefully.
Amtrak Thursday, everybody. For those that weren't here yesterday, there was a request for some Amtrak trains, so we're busting out the Amtrak today. Amtrak Thursday.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to focus on the Amtrak train?
What?
The Amtrak train. You going to focus on the Amtrak train?
Which one's powered?
The first one. First one is powered.
But yeah, so I can give you guys a layout tour real quick.
How's everyone going today? George and I locked down, working on the train layout. But seems like one step forward, two steps backward on the train layout. We had an issue with one of the switches. I've been trying to troubleshoot that all morning, and it's not working out so well. So good news is we got trains up running this morning. Right? Actually, it's not morning anymore, is it?
It's afternoon.
Afternoon, way afternoon.
Yeah.
But I've been down here since this morning, trying to get everything ready.
Yeah.
How things, everybody around the country here, around the world. Yesterday we had some people from England come in. Hey George, how you doing?
Not too late.
Okay, Railroad, got lots of homework. You guys have school going on this week? George has got spring break this week, but last week he had a lot of e-learning stuff.
Whoops. Yeah, last week I had quite a bit of e-learning. But yeah, other than, I mean, it wasn't too bad though. It was definitely better than going to school, that's for sure. But yeah, I had a little bit of an accident back there. Yeah. Hopefully later we'll be able to get that one going. My spring break is in April. Oh wow, that's a late spring break. Yeah, mine's the end of March. Here we go. We're back. So, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. It's going. Do you have any F40 PH locomotives? No, I don't. We had one at one point, but it broke, so we had to take it back, and then we got, I think, the Mazurek GP40 or SP40. But yeah, so right now we've got Amtrak P32 number 14, um, P32 810 or 810, and then P42 17. So yeah, I've seen the Amtrak train yesterday afternoon. That's cool. I have the G scale Amtrak Genus locomotive. Oh, that's cool. Genesis, you mean? That's what those are. Genesis 242. The uh-oh. This is some railroad acrobats. Oh, I have two HO Amtrak Superliners. That's cool. We got a couple of, I think we have two sets of Superliners, both made by Williams. But, yeah, here we go. Here's the engine. This one's actually got a camera on the inside of it. That one does. But yeah. Yeah, it's got a camera on the inside. What is your favorite phase of Amtrak? 1, 2, or 3? I don't think there was a phase 1 Amtrak. I think it started at phase 2. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know why. But probably the newest. Or no, this paint scheme. I don't know. That's kind of cool. It was a 242 DC. Yeah, that's cool. Those are starting to get leading. Oh wow. When I rode the city of New Orleans, there's a P42 or two P42s that were on the train. Glad there wasn't a Siemens Charger because I don't really like that engine. But yeah. Here it comes again. What else is running today? Well, hopefully this guy right here. I gotta get the cars out there right now. Actually, I can do that real quick. Let me go grab the cars for this one.
What's that?
For the AM7.
Which one's that? What are you gonna run with the
Horizon cars?
Oh, we got Horizon cars. We can do a Horizon unboxing. Yeah, I grabbed the Horizon cars. You got the Amtrak GG1 too, and a set of Amtrak Speedliners. We can bring those out. Yeah, George, why don't you bring those out? Actually, you know what, George, you're doing good talking on this.
Yeah, Grant. Well, we got the P42s. Currently, phase 1 is the one with the red stripe. Oh, okay.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. It's one of my favorite sets. I love the Amtrak Superliners with the what are the FP
or P42s.
P42s. That's what I always get that one screwed up. The P42s are one of my favorite engines. George doesn't like them too much.
I love them.
Oh, I thought you didn't like them.
No, I love them.
Well, you learn something new about your son every day. No, actually, I knew that. I knew that. But it's one of my favorites because it's one of the first passenger, well, first like new style streamlined passenger engine since I've been alive. Hey, Tim's in the house. How you doing, Tim? Good to see you here. Happy Amtrak Thursday. All right, I'll go scoop up those Horizon cars.
Okay. Yeah, so we can run them with the AM7. This is actually what favorite. This is probably my favorite engine, or one of my favorite engines, just because it grew up running in my bedroom, or I had it on the high track in my bedroom, and I don't know, it was like it's a cool engine, I think. I remember all the Amtrak cars we brought to Train Fest 2016. Yeah, we brought a ton of Amtrak cars for Train Fest 2016. We brought 3 sets of these. I think we had phase 2 and 3 cars. I have a brand new liner. That's cool. Anyway. Anyways, here's the oh shoot. The Horizon car is this could be a brick for all we know. Let's do an unboxing. Oh, here's the set. Anyways, the set consists of 4 Horizon cars. Dusty, yeah.
Tim is getting on your case about your dusty AM7. You have to tell the story behind why it's so dusty, George.
Well, it ran in my room for a long time on the ceiling. We have a track on the ceiling in my room. So that's the reason why it's so dusty.
Want me to turn off the engines, George?
That's okay.
Turn off the power?
And I like these cars. These Horizon cars. They're pretty cool.
George, I'm coming in, not reading on that. Stephen Persing is talking to you, or has a conversation about P051, train
that's
ID.
Cool.
The where we live in Yorkville, the old Burlington line runs through Yorkville. So we get Amtrak trains running on the old Burlington line through Yorkville, coming through, or the old Burlington line coming through Yorkville every day. We usually get about four Amtrak trains coming through Yorkville every day. Maybe 6, I'm not sure. We've got 2 of the smaller ones, and then 2 of the bigger ones come through 3 each way. George, you're crazy. George says, when the train crashes, well, I'm dead. That's what I think of that locomotive. What I think of what the locomotive would be saying. Yeah, the sound system in following up my dad George Woodrick's comment there. The sound system in the Genesis units is a OTT sound system, and I've also got early Train America command control in the Genesis engines there. Unfortunately, with the early command system, it doesn't speak to the at least the way I've got it wired up, because it was right. We got it right when we were starting to dabble in the command control. We got this one. This is the first engine that we ever had upgraded. Oops, sorry, over here. First engine that we ever had upgraded, and because it was the first engine we had upgraded, we didn't know how to do or incorporate the sound into the command control. So unfortunately, while this one has a really cool Genesis horn and engine sounds, it doesn't operate. The horn doesn't operate with the command control as we have it set up. George is setting up the Horizon cars over here. How's everybody doing today? All the people that have just started to check in that weren't here before. How's everybody doing today? Get a chance to get out and do something, or work on your trains, or anything interesting? Check in. Let me know what you got. Let us know.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Steven's got an ant in his house. That's not good.
Oh, that's that.
Maybe it's Ant-Man. Dad, how things going out there by you? I was kind of bummed to hear that they changed the date on India. I'm going to have to give you a call after the live stream. We'll have to talk some more about that.
Really? When did they change it to?
The Indy Grand Prix is the 4th of July weekend, and the Indy 500 is a weekend in August.
Oh, so that's like really late, isn't it?
Yep.
Are these Horizon cars still?
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. Did Grandpa give them to you?
We bought them at DuPage, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, was that the same time you bought the HSP? That shape? That
Yep.
Grandpa has? Really?
No. It was a different. Grandpa says you had a cellar running today, George.
Well, that's
Had
cool.
a good way to celebrate Amtrak Thursday.
You should bring it over here sometime.
Yeah. Julie, I don't know if you heard that. George invited you to bring your SL over here to operate on our train layout sometime. Tim says that he's converting his Lionel PFE cars to Katy couplers.
Really? Those are. I heard those are a pain to add or convert your cars to. But I didn't know you had Pacific Fleet Express cars. That's pretty cool. How many do you have? C6 with the elements, but especially yeah. Hey, Iron Fox. Alrighty. Now it's time for the everything on getting the Amtrak Acela set. Well, we have one. It's just at Grandpa's house. So
We being the royal we.
yeah. Wow, that's a
The
lot
royal
of
we,
things to
huh,
do.
Grandpa?
Yeah, it is.
So this will be an interesting one. Doable, but interesting. So George is putting on the Horizon cars and the AM7. And with those cars, the AM7 is in command control. This one is a conventional, and the Genesis train that we've got going on, that's command. So I'm not sure how George is going to operate both of these at the same time. George, why don't you shut down the track and then put on that AM7 and start it back up? You having a problem for that? Oh, George has got it under control. I don't know if you guys were here or saw the live stream yesterday, but George was really doing some nice train jockeying around. He had some pretty sweet. There it goes. George did some pretty sweet train jockeying with running 3 trains on the same, or 4 trains at the same time and 3 on the same track. Pretty good. And then he started to run them around the layout. Here comes it. There goes the AM7 with the Horizon cars. Here comes the Genesis. His Genesis engines are some of my favorite ones. I don't know if George told you. They're pretty simple engines, actually. Not simple, but I mean simple in terms of electronics. They're it's an old generation Williams units that we've got. In fact, they were the reason why we got those is because they were the only manufacturer that made those at the time that we got them. Same with the Superliners. The Superliners are Williams as well, and Williams was the only one that made those at the time that we've got them. Again, some of my favorite sets. I like to run it the way that I run, or I remember the Amtrak's running when I did a lot of train riding myself, and that's with the road railers in the back. Oh, check this out. With the road railers in the back. And the post office boxcars. They would run them with those. The Amtrak did. We'd ride it on the Southwest Chief, and that's the way that they had it. I always thought that was fun. But I'm guessing that I don't know the reason why, but I'm guessing that Amtrak lost whatever contract that they had. Hold on a second. I got to go see what George is doing. I think that I had to do some work on that switch before, and I don't think he's familiar with the work that I did on that switch. Hold on. What you doing? Sorry about that. There was a pin that was out, and the train was derailing. I did some work on that switch before. Got some raw switches back there. We love the raw switches. Had a Z-Stuff DZ1000 motor, and we're having some issues with that motor. I contacted Z-Stuff, and I'm sending in that motor. I think they're going to switch it out for me. Hopefully no charge. But I couldn't figure out what the issue was. Yeah, Iron Fox. There are a lot of Genesis engines on that one. And that's probably because Genesis engines are one of my favorites. Gosh, you miss a lot on these live streams. I don't know if anybody's ever done a live stream before. Everyone chats in, which is really cool. When you turn your back, there's a lot of stuff going on, and sometimes it's hard to go through. So if I miss a comment of yours, I apologize. Hey, Angel, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming. George Tim says that the Cadies aren't hard to convert, and that he's got 15 Pacific Fruit Express reefers.
That's cool.
Ken, thanks. We enjoy doing the model railroad stuff. In fact, here's the coolest part: is that so George and I are doing the model railroading, and there's another person on the live stream here, George Werderick, who is George's grandfather, my father, and he's the patriarch out of all this. He's the crazy that got all three of us into model railroading here. He's got quite the collection and quite the neat layout. One of the problems with these Williams engines is after a while, they heat up. It's probably because they got such a big train. They start to slow down and don't make it through the... they start to slow down and not be able to carry the load anymore. So in a second here, I'm going to probably detach some of these cars on the Superliners. and hopefully that'll help this train out a little bit. It's got a couple of points on the layout where it slows down. Steven, how you doing? Glad to see you in the live stream. All right, check in. Who here has ridden on Amtrak? Probably, and which Amtrak trains did you ride on? Where did you go on your Amtrak trips? Here it comes around here. For those back there in the back, George is putting a pin in on a switch that I had worked on today, and I didn't put it back together right. So he's doing some triage back there. Angel, George didn't show his regalia yet, so you're in luck. I'll make sure that he shows that today. Gosh, you got a lot of work to do on this layout. I've had layouts my whole life, but this is the first one that I've undertaken myself, working on all this stuff. And there's some stuff I'm doing right, some stuff I can clearly see I'm doing wrong. And there's a lot of stuff wiring-wise that I'm just missing the boat on. I've got all kinds of books trying to read up on it, and working on it myself. One of the things that I'm trying to do is use the star wiring so that we can ultimately, we've got it, the layout right now running off of Lionel Legacy, and I want to ultimately be able to run Mike's Train House. I've always dreamed about doing Mike's Train House and Lionel Legacy both on the same track. We've never been able to operate or put together a layout utilizing both. And I just about a month ago or less than that, 2 weeks ago, got the Mike's Train House DCS equipment where I could run DCS on the layout here. So we had that in, started working, stopped working, took it out, wired it back up to Legacy, and in the meantime, lots of other gremlins crept up on the layout. And I've been chasing all those other gremlins and haven't had a chance to put the Mike's DCS back in. And it's interesting to note as I'm watching the trains go around here that as I'm watching the trains go around here, that there's some spots where the train seems to slow down, and I don't know if it's because it's not getting as much current as other places on the track or not, but it's interesting. Yesterday I had some trouble with a couple of engines, the little steam engines, and now I'm watching the Genesis struggle at different points. It comes right over here and it always seems to struggle, and I don't know if that's because it's not getting a lot of electricity there, or, well, anyway, I got that on my list of to-dos. There's George. Hi, George. Let's see here. Iron Fox, you went on the Empire Builder. That's really cool. Did you make it all the way out to Seattle? That's such a neat trip. So I know that George Wardrick, he's done a lot of riding on Amtrak. I've done a lot of riding with him on Amtrak too. That's a favorite of our family, of doing Amtrak riding. Hold on a second, let me get this. One of the other reasons why I have, oh, there we are, back in the house. George, why don't you step in here? I'm going to see if I can do some triage on this Amtrak. Maybe you can get that Horizon running. The other thing is too, I know that in terms of our oh, you went to Minnesota? That's really cool. It's a neat trip to get into Minnesota. All right, now we got the AM7 rolling. So George, why don't you, oh, had the AM7 rolling. We got a short here. What's up? Oh, that doesn't happen too often. I hope that there isn't any larger issues. All right, George. Hold on a second. Relax. Gotta click back. There we go. Click back.
George wants to show how it's done. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've always kind of wanted to do that, but I heard that it was crazy hot.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that, but I've never really gotten a chance. Or yeah, a chance, or just never really the. Everything else is converted to regular, so you know. I've seen people do it though. It looks really cool. I know. I think you've done it to a couple of your cars too as well, Tim. Well, I know you have. I've seen you do it before, but yeah. So, hey, how's it going? To Minnesota, that's cool. When we went to Chicago the time I rode on the Empire Builder. It's pretty sweet, but yeah.
We went to Chicago?
I mean, Seattle. I said Seattle.
Okay, I thought you said we went to Chicago.
How there was a GP40 and a road slug. That's cool. Um, everybody here, what is your favorite Amtrak train that there is? Like,
We were just talking about that, and people are weighing in on some of the routes that they took, George.
yeah, that's cool. They're not hard to convert. A bit time consuming. I have 15 lineup PFC cars. Other reefers from Atlas and Intermountain. 21 cars altogether. But yeah, so if you guys want to tell me you guys' favorite Amtrak trains, be pretty sweet. And yeah, I know Grandpa. I think he's gonna say the California Zephyr. What do you think, Pops?
Coast Starlight,
You think so?
definitely. Grandpa's gonna say Coast Starlight or Empire Builder.
Interesting. Coast Starlight.
Yep.
Where does that one go?
Grandpa can weigh in on that.
Grandpa, take one of the Genesis off or turn the power up to 20 volts. The Zephyr I've never been on, but it's a cool train en route. Yeah, it is. I like the California Zephyr. It's pretty cool.
Zephyr's the one that comes right through Yorkville here.
Is it?
Yep.
That's neat. But yeah, Dad's currently putting on the Dash 8. Yeah. Me personally, I kind of like the Empire Builder, just because I think it's cool. Which train was the train that you guys rode on down to Philmont?
Southwest Chief.
Southwest Chief?
Yep.
What do you think of that one?
Oh, I love the Southwest Chief. That's probably maybe. I like the Southwest Chief because of that. And I also like the Empire Builder because the Empire Builder is, I mean, that's a crown jewel of Amtrak out there. The Empire Builder is a beautiful, beautiful train. And a beautiful, beautiful route running, where it goes. But I have got a lot of really good memories on the Southwest Chief.
Yeah. Southwest Chief is
Hopefully in a couple of years you'll be able to go down on the Southwest Chief, George.
Yeah.
With the Scout Troop.
Oh yeah, Philmont.
Yep. When I was growing up, we took the Southwest Chief out there to the Philmont Scout Ranch, and we'd take that and it drops us right off in Raton, right by the Raton Pass, which is kind of by where the Scout Camp is out there, George.
That's cool.
Yeah. So 2 years, hopefully. 3 years. 3 years. We'll head out there. Grandpa and I went out there a couple times together, and that was a lot of fun.
Cool.
And my family would all go out together and we'd go hiking.
Grandpa likes the Coast Starlight.
Told you, bam.
That Pacific parlor car, which Amtrak sold there now. Old El Capitan lounge car. Oh, that's why.
Oh yeah.
Made up. Don't the who owns them now? Doesn't Iowa Pacific own them or something like that? Or not? Yeah. Wait, Iowa Central or this is a past.
Got me.
I saw a video or like a picture of one of those cars. I just got my GP40. A video should be up in a little bit. That's cool. What kind of GP40 is it? I have a New York Central Mail train that has Katie's. My milk train I'm working on it's going to get Katie's except for the New York Central Century Club milk train. Wait, except the New York Central and the extra cars I'll have to stay with the claw. Yeah, I don't think they look that bad. I mean, if everything's the same, you know. But if you have like a little bit of everything, it just kind of looks strange. Staying real and all conventional now.
All conventional. The only Amtrak piece that I've got that's TMCC is
That one.
the Genesis.
Yeah. Union Pacific, that's cool. The prettiest route is the Starlight. However, winter on the California Zephyr is fantastic. I did it again in January. Snow followed us all the way. Oh, that's really cool, Grandpa.
All right, George.
You can
see if we can get this rolling.
Iowa Pacific has nothing now. Oh, really?
I gotta cycle the.
They had to auction off their stuff. Really? Why? Could they just not afford to run him anymore? The cars were sold to an operator in Lower Michigan and a scenic road in northern Wisconsin. That is 2 of the 5. Oh, wow. Do you know what happened to the other 3, Grandpa? There we go. For those of you who do not know, my grandpa used to work for the Santa Fe on the El Capitan, and he worked on those Pacific Parlor cars. Am I right?
Nope.
Oh.
He traveled on the Pacific Parlor cars.
That's what I meant. Here we go. Oh. But yeah, so the cars were so. Oh yeah, I already read that. Don't they do dinner trains with those parlor cars nowadays? Because they were. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, if you guys wanna, which one do you guys like better, the AM7 or the P42? Actually, they lost money on the passenger stuff. Oh, that stinks. Well, I mean, I guess it does make sense, though. Actually, which one do you guys like better, the AM7 or the Siemens Charger? Or the HHP-8? Which one do you guys like better? There we go. Let's see how this runs. Yes, I do remember, Grandpa. It was in the live steam train, right? I think, yeah. I love that Colorado trip. That's pretty cool. I remember, yeah, that was a pretty cool, cool trip. Whew. There we go. But yeah, if you guys want to tell me your guys' favorite, which one's the AM7 HHP-8 or the Siemens Charger. But here comes the P-42s. Do you have the Pepsi can Amtrak-8 or 9 with the lamb and CNC? My grandpa does. That one is at grandpa's house right now. But yeah. Yeah, I worked on the El Capitan one summer. Those cars are on the dinner trains, but that was just last year. I don't know who has what. Oh, yeah, yeah. You should take those cars, or you should take one of those dinner trains sometime, Grandpa. Yeah, that Pepsi can Dash 9. It's pretty sweet, or Dash 8. It's a pretty sweet engine, doesn't it? I think it's got 6-axle trucks or 3-axle trucks. Cool. Here it comes.
So we always talk about our trains that we want to get, like the number one train that's out there that we want to get. Like we don't have white whale. So I've got two that I really, really want, and I've seen them from time to time, and they're just super expensive, and I had a chance to get them cheaper, or
Oh, I know these two.
Yep. So I've got two that are really cool ones that are on my list. I'm gonna share mine, and then I'll throw that out there for everybody else that's here. What their white whale is, the train that they want to get that they haven't gotten, or if they've seen it and it's too high price. So I've got two. Hey, DB Tech, how you doing today? My two white whales that I've got. Welcome to Amtrak Thursday. My two white whales for me are, one of them is a train, my favorite train, my all-time favorite train, which is the Amtrak GG1. I love the Amtrak GG1.
The scale one.
Well, I'm just saying, like in real life, my favorite is the Amtrak GG1. And the train that I want most is the Amtrak that I don't have. I've got a lot of trains that I like, but you're always out there wanting something more. And mine is Amtrak GG1, and then the Boy Scout ES44. Those are my two. What are your two, George?
Hey, DB Tech. My favorite, or the one that I kind of want to get is, that's a tough one. I've never really kind of thought it through. Anything that I don't have.
Yeah.
But probably some bigger articulated engines. I don't know. I like all articulated engines. What about you?
Yeah, my favorite, like I said, is the Lionel Vision Line GG1 Amtrak. I would love to get that one. That one is one that I'd like to get. Or heck, for any, and that one, and then the Boy Scout Union Pacific 100th Anniversary ES44. Tim's weighing in. He says the standard gauge New York Central Commodore.
Well, they made one?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's like the Hiawatha set that we have, but it's gray.
And it's.
I recently saw one of those for sale.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys want to buy a Hiawatha? We know, guys.
Standard gauge Hiawatha. Bill, our friend Bill's selling a standard gauge Hiawatha.
Carpet Central, as we call it.
Angel's asking, do we have any 484 Northerns?
We got one, I think.
Two
Two?
Yep.
Which one?
And we can run that one. We've got LTI Rock Island.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorites growing up. And then we've got a Lackawanna Northern. I won that. Remember, I won that. So all right, what are the other ones?
T1.
Okay, yeah.
Daylight. The TCA Daylight.
Okay. That's a good one. I forgot that's a Northern.
The one in my room, the Daylight in my room. That's an FPC one. And then those two that you just named.
So I guess, Angel, we've got 5 of them. So maybe we're at...
only one's TMCC though.
Not today, but we can get those out and run those, because that would be a good thing to. That would be a fun day to run those engines.
Yeah.
I like Northerns. The Rock Island Northern was for years one of my favorite ones to run on the layout that I had when we were growing up.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
So what's everybody's white whale trains out there? Grandpa, I'm curious to hear what your, or Dad, I'm curious to hear what your one.
Wow. Rock Island Ford.
Right. That's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah. The one you got for your
When Grandpa gave it to me when I was about 17 or 16, 17 years old.
Always wanted the Legacy UPA 44.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cool.
Hey, by the way, Angel, checked out your YouTube page the other day, and I saw your truck. That's quite the truck. How you doing on getting that thing together? You got it running?
Wait, that's the yeah. I'm trying to think. You have the Challenger, right? And Big Boy as well, I think. Am I right? Angel has the big one, the Challenger?
Yeah. I think he sold a couple of them, but I can't remember which ones he said he sold, that he regretted to pay for his truck. But I should show you the video of his truck. It's pretty cool.
But, yeah. But yeah, tell us what you guys want to get. Those are pretty cool. Or, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's running LOL. that's cool.
What's that?
It's truck. It's running.
Well, that's good. Just looking this up. I'm trying to get on the live stream myself personally, but I gotta find it. George?
Oh, not sure what I want. I got about 48 showings. I'd like the GP40. Okay. Really? Why GP40? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I got the Challenger and the Big Boy. The truck is a Yukon. I'll post 060 launch one of these days. Oh wow! What? So it's a Yukon, huh? GMC then? I want the GLC UP 35 or 3985 plus the MTH SQ AC6 Cat 4. Huh, Tim? That's cool. I know somebody that's got a 3985 that's never run. But yeah, not gonna point fingers or anything, but he's watching the stream right now. Maybe one day he can bring it out. The AC6 Cat 4 isn't. Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's the one that Ron Stevenson has, right? Or is it the one that the older one? Actually, no, it isn't the one he has. But yeah. If you guys haven't, you go check out a video we made on Ron Stevenson's lap. I don't know, I have an F7 and a 280 logo. I generally like the GP40. Huh, interesting. I think we got a GP40 somewhere out here. It doesn't run though. I think here, we can grab it. It's one of Lionel's cheaper GP40s. I'm pretty sure this is a GP40. But, who's that, George? I don't know, some guy with a really cool layout, and it's sitting in the display case next to the layout, and it says George Wordrick on it. I don't know. Yeah, here's a GP40. Pretty sweet. But yeah. Yeah, it's Yukon with the 488 stroker LS motor. I've beaten a couple of Camaros and Chargers with that. Really? Wow. That's really cool. Ron Stevenson has an MT66. Okay, so then yeah, I am thinking the right one. That's a pretty sweet engine, actually. I'd agree with you. I like that one. Although I do like the AC12 one that we have over there, right there. But yeah, Camaros and Chargers, huh? Pretty impressive engine. There you go. Which one do you like better? P42 or the new ones?
What's that?
P42 or the new Siemens engine?
P42. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, guys, tell me which one you guys like better, the P42 or the new Siemens engine. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks like a bus. I think it looks ugly. In my mind, I like P42s. Like, how old were you when these came out?
That's a good question. I was a teenager, I think early teenager, when they came out. I think the first time I saw them, I was going to see a friend of mine in Kansas City.
And before that, they had the SDP40S, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Trying a different set of lighting here. See if that gets a better, without the glare on the... Actually, I like that a lot better. But
those lights, there.
It's darker in the room here, but I think it's a better quality lighting for...
Well, GFW needs to hijack that and bring it to Train Fest. We have a passenger train we can pull with it. Maybe we could do a double header. Futuristic. As your Amtrak train, you need to have a passenger train like the Floridian, ST240, that older E8. That's cool. Did you know? Wait, you rode the Floridian?
I rode the Floridian when I was a really little boy. It was a rainbow train, I think.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, but I was probably not a year old when I rode that. So it's kind of like when you rode the Empire Builder.
That's cool.
George rode the Empire Builder all the way to Seattle. He doesn't remember it.
3 weeks
He
old.
wasn't paying attention.
I was crying the whole time.
Yeah, you weren't crying.
I wasn't?
No.
What about when we saw the airplane cars and you guys were trying to get me to see
Yeah. So we were rolling through Seattle, or rolling out of Seattle, and we saw the Boeing cars with the 737s on flat cars. And George saw those. Another thing, he paid attention better. He'd remember it. He was 3 weeks old, or actually at that point he was 5 weeks old. I held him up. I was like, "Hey, George, you got to see these. You may not never see them again." So he's seen them with these eyes.
But yeah, you could twist my arm and I could bring the PS3 train up. Yeah, Grandpa, bring out the Challenger, dude. We got to do that. What do you think? Should Grandpa bring it out? The
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, we've kicked around buying one a couple of times just so we can have one to run.
Yeah. There's one at Stout Auction, isn't there?
Yep. Stout's got a really amazing auction for or not
Modern.
he's got some nice stuff. He's
A lot
had
of
better,
modern
he's had worse, but it's got a lot of neat modern trains. I'm really curious of what some of the stuff will go for on there.
You're right, a rainbow train, yeah.
Yep.
That's cool, Grandpa.
I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't have enough time. I was going to run a rainbow train today with Amtrak.
Oh, really?
But I think the only engine that I've got that would be period for a rainbow train for Amtrak would be the GG1.
With the E8s.
I don't have any. Oh, yeah, we've got UP8s.
Because on those are MPH, right?
Nope. Those are Weaver.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Or what about
we've got.
Dude, oh my God.
What?
George Hernandez, right? Doesn't Mom have the granite coastline?
Yes. Forgot about that.
We'll have to bring those out sometime.
Yeah. He likes Florida East Coast and Seaboard and Atlantic Coastline. Yeah.
Well, you have a set of Boeing cars? I do.
I do have a set of Boeing cars.
Really?
I do.
Wait, are they the ones with the Cessnas on them?
No. They've got the Boeing fuselages, just like the ones.
Scale?
Yep.
I've never seen them.
Nope. Nope.
Where are they?
They're in the workshop.
Okay.
We'll have to do an unboxing in a future episode.
Go ahead, just don't use my credit card. I feel like I bought a lot of trains that are not in my house. What? I think that.
Oh,
Wait.
By the way, Dad,
Will you use your checkbook?
I don't know what you're talking about. One and two. Yeah, you still owe me some money for my birthday present that I bought for so. I'll show you. You're gonna love it. Mike's Train House, your favorite.
He's bringing it over, Grandpa.
This is right up your alley. This is exactly the type of trains that you like. Mike's Train House DCS and Mike's Train House Wi-Fi. Boom. Look at that.
Now, I know we all know that you love the purple and not the orange. I have UPDs, I have cargo cars, Great Northern and Santa Fe passenger cars, and Winter Coastline cars. That's cool.
I do have to say that it's actually a relatively old engine that Mike's Train House Rail Kid and the Atlas AC9. They're pretty AM7.
AC9?
Brave fart. Cut me some slack, dude. Cut me some slack. For those of you that don't see the behind the scenes action, the producer spent the last 2 hours trying to get the train layout ready after yesterday's video. 2 hours before the show today, getting everything ready, and the talent GFW Trains rolls in about 5 minutes before we go live, and picks up a screwdriver, starts screwing some stuff in. Like, oh, you want me to couple this for you? And I've already spent an hour and a half putting away trays, taking out trays. Oh, don't worry, Pop. I got this. Man.
I'd rather get the JLC big boy, just because I know it would work on the stuff that we have. But, yeah. And I like it better, honestly. What about you?
I would definitely say the JLC Big Boy Angel. We've just got. We've got. I hate to say this, but I'm an addict. We've got literally hundreds of Lionel engines, and we probably got less than a dozen, maybe less than 10, between the engines at my dad's house and the engines at my house, MTH. And we've never, ever truly gotten the MTH engines to work to their full capability. And I know that MTH stuff is awesome. If you get it working to its fullest capability, it's awesome. But even with the stuff that we've gotten, the DCS that I've just purchased, it's hard. It's hard. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get there. And I'm actually kind of lucky that I've got this time where I'm at home as opposed to having to go to work. I'm working from home, but at this time at home as opposed to go to work, where I can dedicate the time necessary to put into this DCS. But it's
hard.
Yep. But I guess that's my long way of saying I like Lionel. But still open to MPH stuff.
Uh-oh. Stuff. Oh, there we go.
Just a little lag.
But yeah.
Oh, you know what? We've got a little lag on the video here. It's probably the Mike's Train House operative hearing me talk about Mike's Train House and the fact that I like Lionel better than Mike's Train House, and they're
Grandpa, you should bring your
street.
Your Monon F units over sometime, because we have the DCS system. Those are pretty cool engines, aren't they? You get three, aren't they? The MTH ones?
Yeah, yeah. The Monons he's got are.
And they're scaled too. I think they're pretty cool. I think you should bring them over sometime.
Oh, and Grandpa, I guess when I give you a call later today too, I was poking around at different hobby shops, shopping for parts for the DCS and incorporating the legacy in with it. But Mr. Muffins has the black and gold passenger cars for sale, the MPH ones, which are really cool. I don't know if you're still interested in getting those. We were going to buy those, and then they said that they didn't have them, but now they said that they have them. So just let me know.
Are they heavyweights?
No, they're streamlined ones. Like
I didn't know them were streamlined. They have them.
Yeah, yeah. They're like his gray and red ones. They just came out. He had to have them special ordered. I forgot to special order them. And then I ordered them on back order, and he said he didn't have any. But I just noticed the other day when I went there that he had some for sale.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do they
They're
come with
relatively-
engines?
I don't know. I can't remember if they came with it, if they had the black and gold engines or not.
Because I think, honestly, I prefer the black and gold engine back units over the.
Really?
Yeah, but I love the white and red passenger cars.
Yeah, yeah. Those I like them both. I really don't have a preference one or the other. I've got the set of the black and gold F units. I like those. Yeah, those black and gold passenger cars would be sweet. We've got the black and gold AC or Alco.
PA?
No, not the PAs. We got the
Oh my god.
420s or
Yeah, you want me to go grab them?
no. We'll get out those Monon Alcos. Maybe a day in the future we'll have a Monon run session day. Problem is I just got the engines. I don't have any equipment for it.
We got some box cars. But not really. Hey, Wally, does your DCS don't work? You got what? Hey, Wally, does your DCS don't work? You got them now. Huh?
I don't understand that.
I will bet a lot of things came up for sale in the near future. Yeah, you should get them. Honestly, I think those MKH does a really good job on the stuff.
Oh yeah, I do too. That's one of my inspirations actually, of wanting to get the DCS to operate so that we can get the cool Monon trains that my dad has operating. Just realized something.
But yeah, I do think that I thought the other day. But yeah, they do a real good job on their MTH stuff. I would agree with my dad on that. And doesn't MTH have a couple of modern steam engines?
I don't know. That's a good question, George. I don't know. There we go. That one was being hidden behind us. Oh.
Cute,
That went out.
But yeah, that'd be cool to get some of those steam engines. It would be cool to get one. I like
Yeah.
one.
Monon's fun to collect.
Going on my first drive out of high school, you guys have Monon Day, you have to borrow a lot of mine.
Yeah, that would be cool. We have to.
That'd probably be like pretty far from now though. Does IRM have any Monon equipment?
I don't know.
I know Indiana Railway Museum had F units. I'm not sure if they still have them. I think they painted them up nickel plate,
Yeah.
which I think is kind of stupid, honestly. But
Well, that museum isn't any longer. I don't know where those engines went.
they still have like
At least it's not there where we were at. They took the I forget what the number of the steam engine that they had that they were working on in the shop.
587, I think.
What was it?
587.
587. What kind of engine was that, George? Do you remember?
So it wasn't a burp, but it was liquid coke.
Right.
Yeah,
And I think they took that somewhere in Tennessee. It's actually kind of a sad
I
story.
Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Yeah. No. Uh-oh. Tim's gonna correct me.
Tim is on it.
Watch. Oh boy, here it comes.
It's gonna be good. Tim's gonna throw down some knowledge, I think.
Okay.
Angel, you didn't weigh in on that. Which one would you rather get, the JLC Big Boy or the MTH Big Boy? Which one would you rather have? Are you gonna do the an hour today or 2 hours? Hour and a half. All right. We're gonna do an hour and a half live stream today. We've got a lot of things we got to get going on the layout, and the live stream's kind of cut into the layout building time, at least for today. I don't know about tomorrow. So, what, are we going to do it again tomorrow, George? What time are we going to do our live stream tomorrow?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Sweet. Sweet. And we had a theme for tomorrow, but I forgot what it was. Friday.
Freight Train Friday.
Freight Train Friday. Right on. Freight Train Friday tomorrow.
587 is a Mikado. Kentucky has it. Yeah.
Okay. Kentucky Railway Museum?
The engine painted nickel plate used to be the MLW. They were in a community.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wonder where that nickel plate engine or that nickel plate unit ended up.
I know they had to scrap some stuff too.
Oh man, it was horrible. They went in there with some backhoes and just like destroyed some equipment that was hundreds of years, or not hundreds of years old, but
pretty old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a shame. Real shame.
Have you guys thought about getting a turntable? Not really. We don't
man.
really have any room for it.
Angel, that'd be really cool, but we don't have a spot on the layout for it. The other day we had chatted a little bit about a transfer table, which would be fun, but even then that would be a pretty big piece to put on the layout.
I wouldn't really want to get a transfer table. I just think, I don't know.
Angel, do you have the layout that you operate on? The Kentucky Steam Corporation.
Yes.
Because if you don't, Angel, we're gonna really like when things die down a little bit, we're gonna have to invite you to come out and run at the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association modular group. So that's a really cool spot where you can run your equipment, especially your big equipment.
Oh yeah. Show close up of the Amtrak. Okay.
All right. Why don't you pick it up and do a...
I don't have a layout.
Angel, and I apologize. I just am having a brain fire here. If I remember correctly, you were from this area, right? Yeah. We told you we were gonna. Right.
You live by Midway.
Oh yeah. So that's all right. So what we'll do is when things start getting so that we can get out and about and meet up, we'll invite you over to the Train Collectors Association Midwest Division Modular Group, where you can run some of those bigger steam engines that you have. We've got a really big modular layout, and we operate trains together, big trains together. Each one of us has a couple of pieces, some more than others. We put them together, and we have a monstrous layout that we put up.
We have 4 pieces.
We personally have 4 pieces, but some people have
16.
10,
Yeah.
16 pieces. But how big? I don't know how big our layout is, but I think we probably have
It's an electric.
about 100 pieces altogether. When did you say, Tim, Dad? Probably about 100 pieces. And when we go to Train Fest up in Milwaukee, we generally have one of the biggest, if not the biggest, layout at Train Fest, which is one of the biggest train shows in the country.
Yeah, we've had a couple of new members in the modular layout, or join the modular layout. It's been pretty fun. What do you think?
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Everybody's really nice. I would love to run at a different layout. I used to run at CRL or
Chicagoland Railroad, Lionel Railroad.
Heard of them, but college kind of took over my life the last 4 years. Oh yeah.
I get it.
But yeah, I mean, if you're ever at a show that we're at, just bring your stuff over. We can let you know.
But we'll communicate with you. I think you'd enjoy it, Angel. It's a fun group. It's a neat layout when we get it all together. It sounds like from the trains that you've got that it would be a perfect fit without a layout. It's got the corners are big corners, so they'll
they're bigger than the corners we have on this layout.
Yeah.
Like,
so
yeah,
your big equipment, like you said, that you have, it'll be able to operate well on that one.
I think they're like smallest curve is 096.
Is that the smallest? Wow.
I think so, yeah.
George, give DB Tech another close-up of these trains as they come through.
Tell them
here.
to join the TCA. Okay, join the TCA.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, there's your But yeah, I think you guys need to get the NTHGR and S2 that Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. But yeah, Bill's got a really nice one. I know that for a fact. He's got a Weaver one too, I think, as well. If I'm not mistaken. What's that? Is that the GG1? Thanks. Are they Lionel or MCH? What? Yeah. Oh. Okay. These are Williams, and then those are Atlas, or the AM7's Atlas. But yeah.
Hey, there's a lumberjack here. She's coming to cut down trees.
She supplied the wood for our layout. They're the lumber. What's up, Mom?
Yes, Mom. George's mom. Lumberjack.
How's it going, guys?
It was good.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Good. Sorry. Get my usual high.
Mama DeGeorge coming in with a daily high. Is that the engines? All right, we'll swap them out. I didn't have an opportunity to oil up all the cars, which probably would have helped a little bit, but all right, we'll do an unboxing here. George, give me some.
So this is the Lionel Amtrak GG1.
Yep, this is one of my favorite trains that I own.
Really?
Yep. Like I said, what's my favorite train?
The GG1.
What's my favorite kind of GG1?
Amtrak GG1.
Yep.
So if we got like the Legacy one, would you like that one more? Or would you like them both equal?
Both equal.
It's a pretty sweet engine. Here's the Amtrak GG1. Put it on the carpet. Here's one of the pantographs. Here's two of the pantographs.
Let's swap that one out on the AM7.
Okay. Think it will pull those cars?
We'll find out. I think so. I think it will pull those.
Drum roll, please. But yeah, here's the our Amtrak GG1. When did you get this one?
I was probably about 15 years old, 15, 16 years
Really?
old when I got that
Wow.
one. Yep.
What would you run it with?
Amtrak cars, passenger cars.
So you got the whole set when you're
Yeah.
16? Wow.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit older than that. Maybe 17, 18, 17. I remember I brought it in for show and tell in Boy Scouts one time. So it was before I was 18.
That's really cool.
Yep. All right. So why don't you get that one on, George? Actually, what I could probably do is swap out the Genesis.
The other one?
Yep. For this one. Ooh. That one's not even close as hot. The Genesis when I took it out.
Really? Hey, GTW Productions.
Putting that one on, I got it, George. Why don't you get...
Welcome to the stream. Show unless the grease is solid. Oh yeah. Well, last time we ran it wasn't too long ago, so it should run.
The Amtrak?
The GG1, yeah.
Yeah, I hope the grease isn't solid. Good point, though.
But it is a
Give her a try.
pretty sweet engine, that's for sure. So probably gonna keep the stream on for another 15 minutes.
All right, George, give it a...
Alrighty. We got the big antenna. Engine 0 boost. Oh, probably the power to circuit breaker.
Oh, there we go. Listen to that E unit. And away we go for those of you guys that...
Oh.
What happened? Uh-oh. Keep talking, I'll figure it out.
Alrighty. That is a fast engine, that's for sure. Here, let's keep this down. Engine 0 boost.
Why don't you zoom in?
Oh, just popped again. Here, I'll move the camera over there so you can see what we're doing. Having a short. Hey, it's okay, Ben's trains. Probably gonna stay on for.
Oh, do you know what you need to do too before you go, George? Is you need to bring out your Native American regalia. Angel wanted to see that.
Yeah, I can do that real quick.
Well, not right now. Just before we're done.
Alrighty, so yeah, pretty cool. Well, actually, probably another 10 minutes actually. To that time.
Huh.
But yeah, anything new, Ben's trains? Got any we scouring the internet, that's for sure. But yeah, what was the cool when you were growing up? What was the coolest like engine Pops? Like the coolest engine that anybody could have.
Like Hudson.
Really?
Lionel Hudson. Yep. Still is a pretty cool one.
Yeah. Man, that'd be cool if like they made like post-war articulated engines. Those would be huge.
Oh, that
wouldn't
would
they?
be cool. That would be cool if they made.
But there you go. Here. Do Pops, do engine 0 boost and then aux 0 to turn it off.
Alright.
Boost again to turn it on. 0 to turn it off.
Alright.
I uploaded a video on my Hudson and turbine. Oh, you got a Hudson? That's pretty cool. Just talking about those. Something. So, yes. What about the articulated RDC Bud cars? Those are articulated. Steam engines. Steam engines. What happened to GG1? We don't know. It keeps shorting out. It's very
I don't know if there's too much of an amperage draw.
oh, might be it actually. But yeah, so hopefully now it'll work. Which one do you guys like better? Do you guys like GG1s or EP5s? Is that a good question, Pops?
Yeah, it's a great one.
Which one do you like better? Oh, that's no brainer. Let me in the post already line out. Yeah, but like articulated steam engines, Ben's trains. They were articulated, huh? That's interesting. Did not know that. I remember one time when we were really little, my cousin Sam and I. No, they were not. Oh. My cousin Sam and I, we asked my grandpa if we could run something from the cabinet, the display cabinet, and we ran RDC Bud cars.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know where that came from.
Let's
Alright. I'll figure it out. Keep talking, George.
anyways,
That's where we're at now.
short.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, this was under the engine. Interesting. But yeah, we ran the RDC Bud cars, and it's pretty cool because it's like one of the first first engines that I've ever seen run from the cabinet. The Christmas layout was amazing because we got to run the girls' training. That was, I don't know, kind of a dream of mine. What about you?
That was cool. It was fun.
I liked running that, and I got to run the Jersey Central Trainmaster. That one was pretty cool. Got to run the long stripe tender 746, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. We got to run the Hudson, the 64 Hudson. Or was it a 50 Hudson?
We ran the 50 Hudson.
Oh yeah, 50 Hudson.
Made it about 20 feet.
Yes. But not for the video, right?
Enough for the video.
Nice Amtrak GG1. Yeah, my dad, it's one of his favorite engines. It is his favorite engine. But it's pretty sweet.
Nah. Maybe we'll get this thing going now. I have no idea where that piece came from.
My first train I ran was a 1668 pre-warp steam locomotive that my grandfather. That's really cool. Does Grandpa have any pre-war engines? Pops?
Yes, he does.
That's cool.
All right, it was engine 0, boost, turns it on, and then what?
Aux 1,
Aux 1,
0,
0.
turns it off. And then you can just press boost again. Get the
For this, the old ZW is much better.
boost is up.
All right.
You don't press down. That's direction. And
Well,
then.
this- all right.
And then. There we go. Oh, it's flying. There we go. It's gonna come around here. It's gonna be like a speed demon. Oh boy. But I have a question. Does George's grandpa have any marks? I don't know. He might have a couple of marks engines, but I don't think he has, like, he doesn't collect marks. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. But yeah, I don't think he has too much mark. Oh no. See, no marks. Yeah, I don't think we have any marks engine. Oh, we got one marks. We got one marks engine. But
When you were little, you loved the marks.
really,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. I love marks. Well, I mean, I don't dislike them. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, no problem.
All right, George. What, another 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, 4 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we can.
All right. Boost me up.
But yeah, actually, do you want me to go get my fancy dance together? Show for the last time into the stream. Alright, I'll go do that.
I want to run this CG1 is what I want to do. On time. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about this. Don't know what the problem was there. It was running good. All right, George. Why don't you end this? Thanks for, or not end it, but show me your regalia.
Okay.
And I'll put away the train to figure out what's going on.
Too many light bulbs. Yeah, it could be.
I don't think so. We don't have any light bulbs. I think it's the drain or the draw of the GG1 engine, and we don't have the greatest power for what we've got going on right now. We've got a line out, just a 135 brick powering it. We don't have even the ZW on today. All right, George. All right, so for those of you that weren't here the other day, George, we had talked about George having to do a dance because of getting to 1,000 viewers, but George didn't really want to do a dance. But then Grandpa brought up the fact that George does Native American dancing, and this is George's regalia that he uses for his Native American dancing. The style that George does is called fancy dance. So
Yeah.
George, take it away. Tell everybody what you got here.
Basically, here, I'll grab the other one. But these are called bustles, and you wear them on your back. They kind of simulate like what would you say, a bird, right?
Yeah.
But it'll look like this when they're on you.
And they're on
This
your
one,
back.
like, hangs around your butt, and this one goes up on your like by your shoulders. And they just like swing around. They're supposed to look nice and flashy when you dance with them.
Is it hard to put on, George?
Oh, it's very hard, and it's uncomfortable too. But yeah, and then these are my remember my arm bustles? These go on my arms. These are probably I like these a lot. These are pretty cool. I don't know. I like to do this like simulate symbols sometimes just because it like feels cool because of the feathers. And then these are my feather apron or aprons, I guess. They go
Yoke, an apron.
Yeah, go over here. This is the number of the lodge, my Order of the Arrow lodge we're in, and
For Boy Scouts.
And yeah, number 41. And then here's the top one too, or should be the other way. But yeah, nothing real special on the top one. So yeah, that's
That goes around his shoulders.
yeah. And then these are my whipsticks. These are like swing around. Here, they're normally apart. They're tangled right now. But yeah, I like swing these around when I dance to just add flash to it. And then here is
This is the piece de resistance. This is the coolest thing, I think.
this is my roach.
Now, a roach is a term used for the regalia that would, or this particular style of regalia that would be worn on a headdress.
Yeah.
This isn't a headdress in the sense that with feathers and what you may have seen on
Super Chief.
on the Super Chief. This is a different style. This style is called a roach.
But here it is. This is what it looks like. And these feathers go on to it. I just place them on. It's like easier that way. But yeah, they go onto here. Put it on.
And Ben, we don't have any cats.
But yeah, they come out. It comes out like this, and these like swing back and forth when you dance.
George, you take those off and just show them on your head how that roach would look. Just you don't have to put it. Just like put it on the top of your head.
Like this.
You can take your hat off, George.
My hair's kind of crazy. Okay. Like this.
Turn sideways. That's how it would look.
Mohawk.
Looks like a mohawk, but it's called a roach, and it's what's a roach made out of, George?
It's made out of porcupine hairs, not the quills, the hairs.
Yeah, the long ones are, and then what are the colored ones, George?
They're horsetail, right? No, I don't remember the.
They're deer.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
the colored deer.
But yeah, and then just to keep it nice, put it on this football bat and you wrap it up.
Well, cool. Well, that's a wrap on things here, right, George?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, same time. What time?
3 o'clock. Well, yeah, 3 o'clock. Unless do you want to try it later?
No, 3 o'clock is fine.
Okay.
And tomorrow is Freight Friday, right, George?
Friday, that's right.
3 o'clock, Freight Friday. See you here. Thank you for everybody for showing up as George is putting that stuff away. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of the live stream. I'd like to just take a minute to have everybody, if you haven't already, check out the other channels for the people that are on here for our Model Train YouTube community. It's a really cool community. So check out the streams for the other people that are on here, and check out their web pages, subscribe, look at the videos. There's some really, really neat stuff. So yeah, that's it. George, any last words of wisdom? I like trains. GFW Trains signing out. See you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Oh, here's Anita right here. Hi, Anita. Say hi.
That's
I know. Yeah, you can come in.
Um,
What's up?